Hi everyone, today we will take a look at game between Hans and international master Shreyas Royal from England. This game was played at London Chess Classic, so let's quickly jump into the game. e4 by Hans, we have e5, knight f3, knight c6 and bishop to c4, the Italian game. So here knight f6 is kind of a little bit risky, but bishop c5 is a good move, d3. Now black develops a knight to f6, we have castle, d6, so open up a bishop, normal moves in Italian, c3, the main move, the point is to go with d4, now a5, very good move, as you will see a5 frees the a7 square for the queen, as will happen in the game. So now a rook to e1, because whenever we push and takes, then this e file is open. So black castled, h3, h6, we have knight to d2, bishop e6, and yes, of course, white is playing for a win, so he doesn't want to exchange the bishop. Also, pawns would be very strong here if white takes. Queen b8, and now this very interesting idea, quite common, queen going to a7 and threatening here to take on f2. Knight goes to f1, and here, yes, this typical idea with queen to a7. And here Hans goes for very interesting move with rook to e2. So quite interesting, but quite popular nowadays. Let's consider this line if bishop goes to e3. Now black can take, knight takes, and knight e7, the idea is to go to g6. Or instead of that, we can even play d4, but now takes, bishop takes knight, dc3, bishop a4, and bishop to f2, and we have very interesting position. So as you can see, white is a piece up, but also black has strong pressure because taking a rook, taking like this, and maybe d5 can be played, and actually black is quite okay here. After rook to e2, black plays a4, so quite good move, gaining some space. Nice g3, and here this was also idea, queen to a5, we attack a bishop. So now white is forced to take a knight, and here in this move, this position, b to c6 was played. Now here Hans played really interesting move, bringing rook to c2. So some ideas after d5 takes, maybe to gain some pressure here. So also possible here in this position was this knight to h4, rook e8, or d4 maybe, and bishop e6. So very interesting idea. And here the best way to fight would be maybe king h7, or just bring a rook here, but black plays rook to b8, quite interesting move, so going for here. But now Hans played c4, quite good move, keep an eye on d5 break, also bishop now is kind of locked, queen b6, again pressuring here a little bit, queen to e2, now we will have some very maneuvering standard moves, king h6, h7, so both sides are trying to get their position a little bit better step by step, but slowly. Rook to b1, idea of course is to push b4, and queen goes to a7, bishop to d2, so now white frees back rank, and also bishop is good piece here on d2, it can go to c3, bishop to b6, and yeah, and as you can see, black doesn't have any plan, he's just kind of waiting, and having no plan is kind of risky in chess. So b4, now taking en passant, pawn takes, and c5, black tries to lock up position, and black controls d4 square, knight goes to h4, and here knight to g8 was played. not the best move. Better would be just play c6. And the idea is to play queen to d7 also. Now we protect this d5 square. So yes, like this would be perfect. Now taking here. But knight to g8 was played. And here we have f4, ef4, and bishop takes on f4. Rook to e8 was played. And here Hans go for bishop to d2. But actually in this position, computer suggests just rook to f1. And putting rook here on this f-file. c6, good move. Now knight goes to f5, d5. Here even better would be bishop here, attacking here, maybe some these ideas. Or bringing bishop here and going for checks, potential after g6. So bishop to c3 was played. Actually here knight to d6 is recommended by computer. So let's say after rook to d8, e5, and knight is very strong here. So there are chances for both sides. And here d4 we have. So bishop goes back. And here bishop to c7 was played. In this position, computer suggests queen to b8, queen to f3, and bishop here to c7. But as you can see, position is quite complicated, so just small nuances makes a lot of difference in this type of position, and only computer I think can find them. Almost only computer, maybe Carlsen and Caruana. Now g6 was played, and here Hans plays a good move, g4, kind of sacrificing a whole piece. But black is a little bit better, but not that much. So bishop to d8 was played. Let's consider if, yes, again queen to b8 is played, but let's consider if black takes here. Now we take here, bishop c8, and now g5 is very strong, and actually white is better. Black pieces are bad, but let's say king h1 and bringing rooks here to attack a king, it's very strong. So knight g2. Now taking gf5, bishop goes to c8, and here king to h1 was played. So white is, as you can see, is a piece down, but it's the one who has a little bit of initiative and attack. And here queen to e7 was already the first mistake. Here bishop to g5 is the best move. Let's say bishop takes, hg, queen check. Yes, allowing this check is counterintuitive. But after knight h6, queen takes, rook g8, queen h4, queen to c7, knight f4, queen d8, f6. Machine believes that this is equal position. Very interesting. So king h1, we had queen to e7, not the proposed bishop to g5. Sorry, this one bishop. Rook g1, bishop to c7, queen goes to h5. So white is preparing his attack. Looks kind of very ugly already. And here actually the only move is queen to f8, but black blunders with bishop to e5. So how to continue attack? Hans finds a really nice way. Knight to h4, very strong move. So knight and queen, of course, are the best pieces for creating checkmating nets and to create attack on black king. Now we have rook to a7, knight goes back, we attack a bishop, bishop g7, bishop to f4, here bishop f8, and here you can pause the video and try to find what move Hans played. So really good move. Yes, he played rook takes knight, sacrificing a full rook. king takes. Now we have rook g2. Let's see if here king goes to h8. Now this will be soon checkmate. Or if he goes to h7, queen g4 will also be soon checkmate. So bishop g7 was played. Now Hans sacrificed another rook. King takes, bishop h6, king h7, bishop to g5 check, king g8, bishop takes queen, rook takes on e7, and f6 was, after this move, Shreyas Royal resigned. So very flawless game by Hans. He's really coming back to his strength. Again in Club 2700, I think. After impressive tournament in Croatia, he's also playing very good here in London. So big congratulations to Hans. Guys, thank you for watching as always, and please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.